Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick apology to everybody who was waiting for a video last week. Last week was super hectic. It was such a busy week. I was so tired. By Wednesday I was literally dead and I needed to rest. I needed to recover, and here we are, new week, very happy, very well rested and ready to roll. So with no further ado, let's get into this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about traveling on a low budget or traveling on an au pair salary / pocket money. First thing first, if and when your host family asks you to travel with them, don't say no. Unless you have other plans or unless you think you might be working on these holidays, then maybe don't go. But otherwise, go for it, because that's one of the ways you can travel and cut cost while you're at it. For example, I managed to travel with my host family within the Netherlands and out of the Netherlands, and it never felt like work, and I always had fun on these holidays with my host family, and I cut cost. I cut a whole lot of cost when I did that. Secondly, there's a thing in the Netherlands called the free weekend train card. You pay 33 euros per month and you get to travel for free over the weekend. And then you have a 40% discount during the week. I had that train card and that allowed me to travel wherever, whenever over the weekend. And I got to see a lot of places, cutting cost on my travel fees. I also had a museum card in the Netherlands that I paid 60 euros for per year and could go into any museum for free. They had like over 200 museums on the list that I could visit, and that was amazing because I really enjoy museums. I love history, and that was a bonus for me. Another thing is that whatever you do, whenever you do it, plan for your trips. Plan, like, have a bucket list kind of thing where you're planning and looking into the places you want to visit, and then when you know where you want to go, you know how much to invest in that, you know how much to save and put away for that. For example, my friend and I, we had planned a trip to Switzerland, and prior to the trip, 2 months prior to that, we had already paid our deposit, and we were already planning for whatever we were gonna do and where we were gonna go, what we wanted to see, and it helped us because it just made traveling fun and more easier, and we had everything in place and we were very organized. My friend is very organized, and it was amazing. And so that helps when you plan and you have a bucket list and you're putting money in. You just know what you're allocating to when and to what. Another thing is that if you can travel out of season, I feel like when I was an au pair in the Netherlands, I traveled a lot in season. Like when it's tulip season, I went to see the tulips during that season, and then that's also the time when the tourists were around, and so most of the things were overpriced. Or when it's like carnival or festivals or whatever, you go and see these things when they're happening. So I was doing a lot of in-season things, but I also was doing a lot of out-of-season things, going to Giethoorn, for example, out of season when it's not summer, when it's not too hot, because when it's too hot, everybody's there, everybody's on a boat, and you don't really get to see or enjoy it as much as you would when you went off season. So when you travel off season, a lot of things are normal price, they're not overpriced. A lot of things are like really cheap and affordable, and that's the best time to travel. The next thing I'll suggest is joining travel groups. I've joined a group on Facebook called Girls Who Love to Travel. In this group, girls and women who travel accommodate each other. For example, if you find yourself in Prague, you can post on that group and say, okay, hey guys, I will be in Prague for a week. Is there anybody who is offering accommodation? And so in that way, you are socializing and networking. You're also having your accommodation for free, and then you have a tour guide. These girls are lovely. They take people out, they take you around, they show you places, and they just make it worthwhile. And so if you find yourself traveling, find groups of people who are traveling or who are into the same thing. You are living in these places where you're going to, and it just makes being in that country or being in that place really easy. Airbnbs, couch surfing, those are other methods of accommodation if you cannot afford a hotel room. Also hostels, there's a lot of cool hostels in most of the EU countries. I haven't slept in a lot of hostels, I've always done Airbnbs, but I've slept in a hostel in Belgium one time and it wasn't that bad. It was really cool. I met a few cool girls in that room that I was in. I was in a room with 2 other girls and it was amazing. It was very chilled and the hostel was very nice. It had a very social area, and then there was where we were sleeping at was very quiet. So some people have bad experiences with hostels, but I still like just look into it, read the reviews and look into it before you book it. Do not eat all your cash out, okay? If you can like pack snacks or bake stuff, do that. You would not regret it, because then you don't have to sit at a restaurant and eat an overpriced meal that isn't even nice. You can either, like with an Airbnbs I've stayed at, most of them I've been able to cook in these Airbnbs. I've been able to just buy food and stock up for the weekend and just eat my breakfast, lunch and supper at home. And maybe if I see like a nice cool place I want to see, like a nice restaurant I want to just explore, then I go. But if I don't see that, then I still know that I have a meal that I can cook at home. But do not spend all your money eating at restaurants and things. It's not worth it. And then the last thing is that embrace public transport. Public transport in Europe generally is amazing. It's very easy. Takes a while to get the hang of it, but it's very easy when you get it. It is very affordable, I think it's affordable, and it is convenient. Embrace public transport, use public transport, and you will be good to go. So this is all I have for you this week. This is all tips I have for you this week. I hope this video was helpful. Do not forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.